What's up, Scyushi Squad? We back again some more Genshin Impact. This is going to be a very brief video explaining to you guys about the boat because I had way too many people asking about the boat. So at any point after you've unlocked the Golden Arpeggio, Apple Island, whatever, you'll be able to just fast travel to it from anywhere on the map. One thing that I got to point out is that these things right here, the Waverider Waypoints, they're going to actually appear grayed out because you have to interact with them in order to unlock them, similar to a fast travel point. But it's super duper easy to do just because of the fact that there's so many fast travel points around here. And if you're wondering why this area is so lackluster, it's because you may or may not have noticed that a lot of the islands are actually submerged. So periodically over the course of the 1.6 update, the water level is slowly going to end up decreasing and thus giving us access to more and more areas, more and more enemies, and so on and so forth. So anyways, let's get into the boat here. We'll just summon it. So first and foremost, how do you get out of the boat? Hold the jump button and it'll end up shooting you out of the boat. I can't tell you how many times I ended up having people ask me this question, which arguably does make sense because a lot of people are just going to end up skipping through the tutorial because they just want to get to the new content, and the game doesn't really do a good job explaining the button hold unless you literally hold it for a split second long enough that you can actually see it. So actually navigating the boat is simple and easy. It's literally just hold up to move forward, hold left to turn left, and hold right to turn right. It's kind of like tank controls, so you can technically hold up and then turn your camera and your boat is going to keep going in that same direction, right? As soon as you end up going in reverse though, the controls end up reversing, so you can always end up starting a dash, and that's going to end up taking up your stamina in your boat, which is separate from your own stamina. So you can at any point launch yourself out, and you see that all of our stamina is still here because my character stamina is different than the boat. A nice little trick that a buddy of mine ended up telling me is that when your stamina depletes completely in your boat, you can just launch yourself out and get right back in, and then the stamina ends up recharging fully. But the cannon is basically going to just auto target the nearest thing, and then there's going to be the charge shot, which is going to do considerably more damage and be on a cooldown. There is also a gadget item in the game that you will end up getting, which is the Waverider Repair Toolkit, which it seems like you just use that while you're inside the boat. Anyways, I just wanted to make this a quick little tutorial video talking about how the boat works, just because I had so many people asking me. I know that it seems pointless to a lot of you guys that already understand how the boat works, but you gotta consider that if you did end up skipping through all of the dialogue and skipping through the tutorial, then yeah, it could be a little bit tricky to understand that you have to actually hold the jump button rather than just pressing it once. Obviously, the reason you hold it is because if we just tapped it and jumped out of the boat, I think there would be too many accidental misclicks.